Good day sa inyo lahat, RichieRich from the Guild of Air Protocol Philippines ay nagbabalik upang tulungan kayo at i-guide dito sa Near Academy at para makuha nyo na ang certificate nyo. Tayo ngayon ay nasa chapter 6 na ng Near Academy, which is entitled The Meme and Museum Contracts. Difficulty ay 5/5, estimated reading time 15 minutes. So sana tumuto kayo dahil medyo mahirap to explain at sana makasabay kayo. At bago tayo magsimula, sana i-like nyo itong video, share, at i-subscribe after nyo panoorin ang video. At kung gusto nyo pa matuto more on Near Academy, sana i-visit nyo ang aming channel para mapanood nyo ang previous chapters dito sa Near Academy. At kung gusto nyo pa matuto about sa Near, NFT, and other things na maaari mong matutunan sa Near Protocol, cryptocurrency and blockchain, maaaring visit lang kayo sa aming YouTube channel, which is Near Protocol Philippines. So let's start. Dito naman, magsisimula syempre tayo dito sa isang infographic ulit, which is ito, isang magandang image. The two states of every developer. I am a god, I have no idea what I'm doing. So ito yung pinakikita na tayo ngayon ay parang magde-deploy na tayo ng meme mismo sa Near Museum. So the meme museum ng Near Protocol. Okay. Every day is different, so you're already onto the next feature to be implemented for the museum with E10, an app for visitors to create their own memes and add to the museum where all artists after all. Okay. Dito sa part na to, kung titignan nyo, puro na siya line of code. So, i-explain ko sa inyo kung ano yung mga codes na yan, one by one. At sana makasunod kayo. At sana maintindihan nyo to dahil baka mamaya mahirap yung explanation ko. Sana mag-research nyo kayo more on dito. So, now that you are familiar with Near infrastructure and contracts, you are all ready to learn how contracts may be used to orchestrate a meme museum. Technically, two contracts are used, the museum contract and the meme contract. The museum contract gives an overview of all available memes and takes care of curation and governance. So, ayan, sinasabi dito, meron tayong dalawang contract dito sa Near, dito sa museum, which is, yun nga yun, yung museum contract at ang meme contract. At dito, at itong link na to, ito yung kit clone, ito yung link ng Near Academy contract, ito yung sa mismo code for the contract. So dito daw sa the museum contract, i-export mo lang at mismo mag-add ka lang muna mismo ng iyong meme. Ito yung function dito, export function, add meme. Syempre yung ID, meme, colon, account ID, title, string, data, string, category, void. So yun. First argument, account ID is simply a string that is used to create a new address for the new meme. If you provide the string Alice, it will deploy the contract to alice.museum.testnet. This also means that white space and dot are not allowed for a valid name. So yun. Balit yung pag ginamit natin account ID as string, magagamit siya ng new address for the new meme. At kung tinype nito na string, which is ang Alice, magde-deploy ng contract mismo ang alice.museum.testnet. Automatically yun. The second argument sets title of the meme is just an ordinary string. So, yun na simple explanation of that. Since the meme museum is cooperating with 9gag, the data field must be a URL pointing to 9gag. 9gag is a centralized service that was chosen as a partner for storage because it does not allow offensive and inappropriate content. The meme museum could quickly expand to other services and enable different URLs. So, yun, dito sa data field, gagamit tayo ng mismong URL which is yung 9gag. Dapat 9gag yung gamit natin dahil yung naka-partner dito. The categoric parameter allows a value of 1 to 4 inclusive. The meme museum uses these categories to rate the meme quality. 1 is very low quality while 4 might go viral. So, yun. With that, you are ready to create your first meme. It is done in just 3 simple steps. Syempre sa 1, always prepare your account. You need to make sure your near CLI has access to the account supposed to interact with the contract. Simply use the near CLI and type near login and follow the instructions. Syempre, register yourself as a contributor to the meme contract. Make sure to use the account ID that you used when you called near login. So, dito sa code na to, sa account ID or account name, dito natin ilalagay yung testnet natin. Yung kinrate natin, if napanood yung previous chapters, I don't know, chapter 4 ata yun, or 3, doon tayo gumawa na mismo nating testnet account. So, ayun yung ilalagay nyo. Yan. Third is register your meme. Make sure to use a custom name for the meme contracts that already exist. Cannot be overwritten. Deploying your meme will cost you at least 3 near. You may send more near as a signal of the quality of your meme, of course. So, sa testnet account natin, kung tatandaan nyo, mayroon na siya kagad na near funds. So, babawas ito ng 3 near sa pagde-deploy. Sa pag-deploy ng meme. So, ito yung code na yun. Near call museum.testnet add meme. Type mo yung name, yung pangalan ng meme, yung bob, yung title, God. Tapos lalagay mo yung link URL, which is yung 9gag. Once the meme contract is deployed, you can verify that it was created by returning the list of available memes near view museum.testnet get meme list. You may now also find it on the blockchain explorer. It is in the public domain now. After ma-deploy yun, syempre mapupunta na agad siya sa public domain at maaari nyo siya i-check dito. Yan. So, next, after natin dito sa museum contract, syempre dito tayo kagad sa the meme contract. So we just learned each meme contract lives on a newly created account that was created through the museum.testnet account. In fact, the only way to get a museum.testnet ID is through interacting with the museum contract. The meme contract contains 12 functions. So, 12 function na ito yun, which is ang get meme, vote, batch vote, get reset votes, get vote score, add comment, get reset comments, donate, get donation total, get recent donations, release donations. So, yun yung mga code na yun pag after natin mag-deploy sa museum contract. The given functions are written in assembly script, but they could also have been written in Rust or any other language that compiles to WASM. But it is easier to understand and saves some compiling time than Rust, which is excellent for prototyping and simple contracts. You can see that all contracts are exported so that they can be called from other accounts. Every function has a name and optional arguments that must be of specific type. Custom types included. Every function needs to return something void or another data type. We can easily classify these functions into 2 different kinds of functions: view functions and call functions. View functions do not alter contract state as we've seen before. Execution of these functions do not cost any gas. They just read value and from a variable and return. In this example, the vote score is returned, which represents the total score for this specific meme. So, dito sa sa 2 different kinds of functions, which is nga yung view functions, ayun yung di na natin na-alter, which is, ayun na, pag na-execute na natin yung function na yun, hindi na siya ma-alter, pero wala rin siyang ginagastos na fee, which is ito yun. Ito yung code na yun. So call functions are the ones that alter a contract state. This means that something is saved on the blockchain. These operations have a gas cost attached to them that is proportional to the complexity of the computation. Remember, validators are working for you behind the scene and they must be rewarded for their validator work. So, ito naman call functions na to, unlike sa view functions, pwede nyo ito i-alter or i-edit at ito ay mayroong gas cost na naka-attach para sa complexity of the computation. Ito yung code na yan mismo sa call functions. Ito yung mismo kung titingnan natin. This function add underscore comment takes a string and saves it in the contract. When done, it does not return anything. First, it makes sure the contract is actually initialized to provide necessary fields and functions. It also enforces the user to use their account to write a comment, so you cannot call another contract to write a comment. The contract checks if the comment has a short enough length. A maximum length of the 500 characters was chosen. The final line adds the comment to the meme. But how does this actually look like to write something on the blank sheet? Try it yourself by fixing add underscore comment function. So, yun. Sinasabi dito na kailangan nating alamin natin kung paano gumagana yung add comment na yun. Ito, na nakapag-write tayo mismo ng code. Nakapag-write yung na dapat hindi tayo nakapag-call na another contract para makapag-write ng comment. Okay. So, next slide dito. I really like what you're doing. Now that I think about it, we could even add comment capability to the contract. Can you imagine this? This could transform the museum into a social platform and the community into a social network. How awesome. So, sinasabi dito na dapat after natin i-execute i-execute ang ating meme sa meme museum, dapat magmumukha siyang parang social platform, which is mapag-add comment ang lahat makakita nito. Yun. So, ito yun. Ito yung sasagutan natin na yun. Ito yung task natin for today, which is alamin natin kung ano yung mga bugs dito sa function na to upang makapag-add comment tayo dito para magmukha siyang social platform nga. So, sana naintindihan nyo itong chapter 6 sa Near Academy, which is the meme and museum contracts, at sana natutunan at nasundan nyo ang aking guides, at sana i-like nyo itong video sa ating new episode, at sana i-share nyo ito, at maraming salamat.